Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. Welcome to my show. My name's Jake. It's Thursday, which means I got a new beer for you. Don't forget, you can find me on Untapped YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, all at tubajake_69. The beer I've got for you today is Quite Bright, beer by Bell's. It's a Belgian-inspired wheat ale. These always look good to me. This one is Aurora Borealis inspired. It says on the back here, as the sun sets, we look for a light that shines through the night, refreshing and glistening with fruit notes, and Aurora Borealis of sorts. Quite Bright is just right. But it's also a Belgian-inspired ale, and Belgian-inspired ales always taste super Belgian-y to me, and it's not my favorite flavor. But they always look really good. I look at it, I'm like, wow, that looks like it should be good. And then I try it, and then it is not what I was expecting. I don't know. Don't forget, you can tell me your stories. I'll tell them here if you want me to. If you don't want me to, let me know, and I probably won't. But I might, mention that a friend said something about whatever. I will definitely mention your name if you tell me a story. Whether or not I tell the story, who knows? I don't know what I say on these things most of the time. All right, here goes. It looks real nice. It smells kind of like a Belgian beer, which, awesome, right? It's exactly how it should smell. Yeah, yeasty. I'm pretty sure that that's the flavor that I don't like. The yeast flavor, which you get. If it's sour, it doesn't bother me as much. Is there a beer that this reminds me of? I don't know, just about any Belgian style beer that I've had that's light and weedy. It's kind of grassy. It kind of tastes like musty cherries. Yeah. I don't know. I could stand here and rant about how much I dislike that flavor, but some people really like this, really like the Belgian beers, Belgian wheats especially, and I don't get it, but I can see where they'd be with that. It's a 5% wheat beer, super easy to drink. I wouldn't call it crisp. I would call it more musty, because that's what that flavor tastes like to me. I'm going to imagine that that's probably that bubblegum flavor that people always put out there when you get the Belgian yeast. I don't know. It's not my favorite. Not that I'm not going to rate it high, because I probably will. It's probably exactly what it's supposed to taste like. And if you like Belgians, this one's pretty easy. It's not like there's anything weird about it. It tastes like a Belgian beer. But this one is new, so here we are. I keep trying them because every once in a while I get one that's really good. I got some Trappist one a little while ago that had been sitting on a shelf forever and came with glasses. I was like, well, I'll try that. It's on clearance and it's probably not that bad. And it wasn't. It was actually really good. It was sour and delicious, a little bit strong, but did not have this flavor. But it said Belgian all over it. And I was expecting it to be super Belgian, because that's what it said it was. Oh, look at that. A little bit of lacing, not a ton. That's not bad. Practically no head on it, so there's that. At least you don't have to smell it as it effervesces that yeast smell. It's not bad. Does it remind me of a story? I don't know. There was an exchange student when I was doing my, when I was being a youth leader at church, and he was from Belgium. Apparently he's, like, his parents were kind of a big deal, like involved in government and stuff over there. Pretty cool kid. You know, he left and I haven't heard from him anymore, which is fine. But also, you know, like, he'd been trying to get to the United States to do the foreign exchange program for a while, like 2 or 3 years, and just nobody would pick him because he's a 17-year-old boy, 18-year-old boy, and people don't want to host those people. They want girls for the most part, or younger, and younger too, which seems strange to me because those 17, 18-year-old boys, they're kind of cool in general. They want to travel the world. That's awesome. They should. But apparently he went back and also got really into alcohol, which, you know, cool. From Belgium, you might as well. They've made beers there for forever. They're famous for their beers. Maybe I'll try to look them up. I probably won't, but maybe I will. I've got a quote for you. This one is from Andrew Lloyd Webber. The site that I got it from listed him as the writer of the musical Cats. I think it's because it was like the anniversary of Cats or something like that. But Andrew Lloyd Webber has written a lot of musical. Yeah, all of his stuff sounds pretty much exactly the same. I heard once that the only music that he ever listens to is his own, which I think would be super weird. I don't really generally listen to this podcast all that much, or podcast, I don't know, YouTube channel all that much, just enough to make sure that the sound is okay, and it has been so far, and not always great, but yeah, I can't imagine just listening to the stuff that I've done over and over and over. All of his musicals sound the same. You have Phantom and Starlight Express and Cats. And there's one more, I think, but I don't remember what it was. Anyway, he said, I think you're very lucky in life if you know what you want to do. You're very lucky in life if you know what you want to do. I mean, yes. You don't always get to know what you want to do until you're doing it, or you have done it and you're like, wow, that was really great. And then whatever it was you're doing is done. But you don't want that. You want to keep doing it. So if you know what you want to do that. Or at least try. Because, I mean, the worst that could happen is you don't want to do it anymore. And then you've done it. Anyway, you can find me at tubajake_69 at Untapped YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that other people know about this. I would appreciate that because it makes me feel better when people are like, oh, this person's following you. This person's following you. It's great. Tell me your stories. I like to hear them. I like to tell them, if you would. I'll tell you what. I'll see you next time when you got time for a beer.